The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Madden Football on EA Sports. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Daniels on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Cody Parkey lining up.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Daniels on the return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. Now Drake loses the football.
Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 30 on second down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Drake. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 45 on second down, Murray into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The tackle
gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Chubb, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Daniels on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at the 22.
Murray's pass.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. From the gun, Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First and 10 at the.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A throw over the middle, taken in. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
First and 10.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
He was taken down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Complete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
But it'll be 2nd down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have come to half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
St. Gonzalez to kick off for
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
This will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Into the secondary again. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 55 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. For the defensive guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Daniels on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Brady going to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
The goal line. A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines taking it in, and the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in and couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion in punt formation for the Buccaneers.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Eason flushed out right. Looking deep for Jennings. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
The end result, 21 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Rocky Sin.
And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Eason.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking downfield for Godwin. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First and 10, Eason.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Devin White, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Now Eason.
Flush to his right. Looking deep for Jennings. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Brady to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Chris Godwin, 35 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Time to see Jacobson and company go back to work. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Eason. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
On first down, Jacob Eason. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Eason. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Buccaneers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For the Colts.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 44.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing on 1st down, Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Eason sets to throw it.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devin White, his 2nd sack of the night, and it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal, but you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
From the gun is Eason. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
7-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Eason eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out, and the Colts add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants it.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, man.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Eason. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 15 yards there for number 15.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and goal at the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
38.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense...
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows it.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Eason to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down. To throw again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll take it.